Watch. Fired Joy Reid sobs liberal tears after MSNBC show canceled. Now, I take no joy in seeing this. Well, I take it back. I'm going to be honest, I take a little bit of joy in watching her cry because for years she's been race baiting. For years she's been so anti-white. She hate white people so bad. The hate and vitriol that she would spew at people is just despicable. I can't believe she was on mainstream television for so long getting away with this hate. Just hate. And her name is Joy, and she's been anything but joyful when it comes to her rants. I mean, it's just despicable how much she hate white people. I've never seen anything like it. This is 2025, and we still had people like her, I should say, on television spewing this hate. Is just wrong. I mean, it's okay to not agree with someone, and have your own political views, but the stuff that she was doing was just wrong. And she would lie to people, lie about people, lie on people, and just spew this hate. And then when someone else called her out on it, she called them racist and stuff, which is just crazy. It's just crazy. I am a little happy to see her go. But we're going to play the clip of her crying, her tears, and all this other things. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. But it is funny watching this. She did this to herself. She thought she could get away with it, but the age of being able to just hate on people like this is over. Just because a person is white doesn't mean you can spew this hate stuff that she does. It's just ridiculous. And she got away with it for so many years. But fired MSNBC host Joy Reid broke down in tears, uncontrollably sobbing after she was unceremoniously axed from her evening gig. And the only reason she was on there for so long is because the previous president allowed her to spew her hate on the platform. And the new president that came into MSNBC was like, you know what? Your numbers are dropping. You're turning people off from this, the stuff that you're spewing, and you're not stopping. So we're going to get rid of you. But the former host of The Reid Out appeared in a podcast on Sunday, wiping away tears as she claimed she was fired despite her show supposedly having value. No one's watching you, Joy. No one's watching your show. What do you mean having value? Spewing hate is valuable? Nobody wants to hear this crap. If it was value and people was watching your show, they wouldn't have gave you the axe. But let's play this clip here.
My show had value, and that, I'm sorry, that that what I was doing had value. God. Had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And
she's still unapologetic. She's not saying, maybe I have a new, I should watch how I say things. I shouldn't be spewing this hate, and maybe I should do something, change how I speak. Like, they gave her numerous chances. The new president kept her on, and she continued to spew the stuff. It's not like, I'm sure the CEO came to her and was like, look, or the president came to her and was like, look, this stuff is not working. Maybe you need to tailor some of the things that you're saying. Maybe you should move a little bit more towards the middle. Not saying that you have to change your perspective on things, but maybe not just hate on white people so much. Maybe pull it back a little bit. I'm sure they had that conversation, and she didn't do it. She didn't do it. People been warning MSNBC pundits for months now, like, hey, this stuff is not working. People aren't watching you. Y'all need to change what you're doing. And she refused to change, is what I think happened.
This is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And then it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end,
take that napkin. I don't understand. I would never get people getting online, coming online, crying and stuff like that. I don't get that. That's something you should do in private. I don't get you getting online and doing this. It's It doesn't make people feel sorry for you. It makes people laugh at you, really.
Where I land is that the moment that of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just Black folks, that, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country.
I don't remember her saying anything when Asians was getting attacked. I really don't remember that. And now she's trying to pretend like, oh, it's more than me just hating white people. I even care about the Asians and spoke on that. And so now she's trying to change her tune like she's not anti-white. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Like my parents did, and try to make a life and defended them. Or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding.
The 1619 Project has been demolished by historians. They say everything in that book is incorrect, it's not accurate, it's not true, and you continue to platform this stuff. This is why you're gone. This is why you're gone. How can you continue to talk about the 1619 Project after it's been disavowed by every single historian? How? And then you're going to cry crocodile tears. This is why you were fired.
Of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come,
that's not why you're being fired. There's nothing wrong with standing up for the innocent people of Gaza. That's not why you're fired. You're fired because of the hate and stuff that you've been pushing. That's why you're being fired. And you turn people off because of the hate. I don't think MSNBC have a problem with the hate that she spewed. I think MSNBC have a problem with the ratings. You spewing this hate and nobody's watching. So of course they're not going to continue to keep you on the platform and pay you millions upon millions of dollars if nobody's watching you.
Down on that is, I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those
then
things
why are you crying?
Are of God.
No, it's not.
And I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God.
If she was a church girl, you wouldn't be a Democrat. There's no way.
And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show.
Yeah, you be proud in the unemployment line. How about that? You be proud in the unemployment line. Responding to Reid, Kelly asked, Megyn Kelly, who's cried now, Joy? After pointing out the MSNBC host had mocked white women tears. Remember when she said that? Remember when she talked about that? Remember when Joy Reid laughingly mocked white women tears as pathetic and offensive to her? Who's crying now, Joy? Good riddance to the absolute worst person on television, and shame on NBC for letting it go on for so long. And I definitely agree with that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.